Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to explore the auditor's critical role in fraud detection, prevention, and corporate governance. Our focus will be on how auditors enhance financial integrity by assessing risks, implementing controls, and ensuring clear communication throughout the process. This is an essential topic for anyone involved in maintaining transparency and trust within organizations, so I'm excited to dive into it with you. Auditors play a crucial role as key players in detecting and preventing fraud within organizations. Their main task is to carefully evaluate financial information to spot any inconsistencies or irregularities that could signal fraudulent behavior. Using their professional judgment and expertise, they help protect organizational assets and improve the accuracy and trustworthiness of financial reports. Beyond just the numbers, auditors provide valuable support to management and stakeholders by encouraging transparency, accountability, and ethical business practices. All these efforts work together to significantly reduce the risk of fraud in an organization. As auditors, our primary responsibility is to obtain reasonable assurance that the financial statements are free from material misstatements due to fraud. This means we must be vigilant and thorough in our examination to ensure the information is reliable. A key part of this process involves continuously assessing fraud risks throughout the audit. By doing so, we can identify areas that might be vulnerable to manipulation and tailor our procedures accordingly. It's also crucial that we exercise professional skepticism at all times. This means critically evaluating the audit evidence we gather and not taking things at face value, especially when we encounter unusual or unexpected transactions. We need to ask the right questions and remain alert to inconsistencies. Finally, when we identify any fraud risks or confirm instances of fraud, it's our duty to communicate these findings promptly to management and those charged with governance. This ensures that appropriate actions are taken to address the issues and help protect the integrity of the financial reporting process. When it comes to addressing and preventing fraud, there are several key mechanisms that organizations rely on. First, internal controls play a crucial role. By segregating duties, we reduce the opportunities for unauthorized activities, making it harder for fraud to occur unnoticed. Next, whistleblower policies are essential. They provide formal and confidential channels that encourage employees to report any suspicious behavior without fear of retaliation. Forensic accounting is another important tool, involving specialized investigations that focus on identifying fraud patterns and anomalies that might otherwise go undetected. Audit procedures complement these efforts by using targeted tests and analytical reviews specifically designed to uncover discrepancies. Finally, technology tools, such as data analytics and continuous monitoring software, allow organizations to identify transactions that deviate from normal patterns in real time, significantly enhancing their ability to detect fraud early. Together, these mechanisms create a comprehensive defense against fraudulent activities. Let's look at some of the key regulations that significantly impact auditing in relation to fraud. First, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act places a strong emphasis on internal control assessments and ensuring auditor independence, especially for publicly traded companies. This act aims to enhance transparency and accountability. Next, the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act prohibits bribery while also mandating accurate and complete record-keeping, which helps prevent fraudulent activities tied to corruption. The International Standard on Auditing, specifically ISA 240, outlines the auditor's responsibilities with respect to detecting and addressing fraud during an audit. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, has its own set of regulations that require timely disclosure and robust internal control mechanisms. These rules play a critical role in maintaining investor confidence. Anti-money laundering laws also demand that auditors stay vigilant against financial crimes, adding another layer of protection. Finally, corporate governance codes encourage organizations to establish strong oversight functions. These codes not only support fraud prevention but also foster ethical conduct throughout the company. Altogether, these regulations create a comprehensive framework that guides auditors in identifying, preventing, and addressing fraud effectively. Corporate governance plays a crucial role in preventing fraud within organizations. First, having strong board and audit committee oversight ensures that financial integrity remains a top priority. These groups are responsible for closely examining financial activities and providing accountability. Next, enforcing ethical standards is essential. By clearly setting expectations for behavior across the entire organization, we create an environment where unethical conduct is less likely to occur. Continuous monitoring of management is another key factor. This ongoing supervision helps identify any irregularities early, allowing issues to be addressed before they escalate. It's also vital to maintain the independence and effectiveness of internal audit functions. When internal auditors operate without undue influence, they can provide honest assessments and safeguard the company's interests. Transparency in reporting and decision-making further strengthens governance by making information openly available, which builds trust and discourages misconduct. Lastly, fostering a culture of integrity at all levels encourages employees to act ethically and discourages fraudulent behavior. When integrity is embedded in the company's values, it becomes a powerful line of defense against fraud. As auditors, one of our key responsibilities is to communicate effectively when we suspect or discover fraud. First, it's crucial to report these suspicions promptly to the appropriate levels of management. This ensures timely awareness and action. If the issue is serious, we must escalate it further to those charged with governance, such as the audit committee or the board of directors, to make sure it receives the highest level of attention. Throughout this process, clear and thorough documentation of all findings and communications is essential. This helps maintain transparency and supports any future investigations or decisions. Finally, we should also provide advice on corrective actions and risk mitigation measures, helping the organization to address the issue and prevent similar problems going forward. To strengthen fraud controls effectively, one key practice is conducting regular fraud risk assessments. These assessments help organizations and auditors pinpoint new vulnerabilities as they emerge, allowing for timely adjustments to controls. Another important approach is using forensic accounting tools, which enable a deep dive into suspicious transactions, making it easier to uncover potential fraud. Additionally, implementing continuous monitoring systems is crucial. These systems offer real-time alerts when unusual financial activities occur, allowing for immediate response. Finally, strong oversight from the audit committee plays a vital role in maintaining accountability and ensuring that any fraud concerns are addressed promptly. Together, these best practices create a more resilient control environment and improve the speed and accuracy of fraud detection. To effectively combat fraud, auditors must remain vigilant and be backed by strong corporate governance and robust fraud prevention measures. It's crucial to conduct thorough and rigorous assessments of fraud risks while consistently maintaining professional skepticism throughout the audit process. Additionally, implementing comprehensive internal controls along with advanced technological tools plays a vital role in detecting and preventing fraudulent activities. Finally, establishing clear and open communication channels between auditors, management, and governance bodies ensures that everyone is aligned and able to respond promptly to any concerns, ultimately enhancing overall auditor effectiveness against fraud.